knew she was deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know.
Welcome back
But
to
I had no
Skyrim for
idea she had
Seniors.
set up like this.
That's Serena over there talking about her mother. I guess we don't need
She
this
must have
bow.
spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing? I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something.
Ah,
Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone.
what exactly are we looking for?
My mother was meticulous about her research. If we can find her notes, there might be some hints in there. I remember she used to keep a small journal. See if you can dig it up.
And these concentric circles are something. Yes. Wisdom from Serana. Harkon's short-sightedness is becoming a serious problem. I've warned him time and time again that his foolish prophecy would cast far too much light on our people, and yet he refuses to so much as listen to a word I say. I've become less a wife and more of an annoyance in his eyes. Devoting attention to my work is the only solace I can find while enduring his ridiculous crusade. I've had a breakthrough today. I was able to attune the portal vessel to the soul cairn properly by using a small sample of ingredients. Although the portal opened only for a few seconds, I'm confident that with the proper formula it can be sustained indefinitely. I feel like I'm missing a key ingredient, something of sufficient potency that can resist the forces trying to prevent my intrusion. Communing with the ideal masters has proved worthless. They speak in riddles and offer no assistance. No. They speak in riddles and offer no assistance whether I ensure them a steady supply of souls or not. If I'm to escape Harkon's clutches, I need to keep the portal open long enough to carry me away from here. Forever, if need be. I've done it. After wasting thousands of gold coins on components, I've discovered how to sustain the portal. I'm listing the components below without the proper amounts for my own protection. As a secondary precaution, I'm combining my own blood into the formula, which should prevent anyone from being able to duplicate it and following me into the soul cairn. The formula consists of finely ground bone meal, purified void salt, and soul gem shards. Using the proper measurements, place the above in the silver-lined portal vessel and add blood as a reactive agent. I will make my way into the soul cairn tomorrow after I gather my things and prepare for a potentially lengthy exile. More importantly, I must enact my plans with Serana and get her to Dim Hollow Crypt as soon as possible. All right. Come to me, lovely lady.
Any luck yet?
I've found your mother's notes.
You did? Let me see them.
What's this soul cairn that she mentions?
I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems, that the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the soul cairn.
Why did she care where used souls went?
The soul cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return. My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the soul cairn itself.
If she made it there, we'll find her there.
That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal. If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the soul cairn.
What do we need? I know what we need. I just read it.
A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salts. Oh, damn it.
What's wrong, Serana?
We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place.
You do know that you share her blood. Now, I'm not sure that my sister would agree with that. My sister, Thea, is a biology major. She has a BS in BS. That's a Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences. That's a BS in BS. I've always told her that that's stacking a little high, but she doesn't appreciate that joke. I thought it was a clever joke myself, but she didn't appreciate it.
Not bad. We'd better hope that's good enough. Mistakes with these kind of portals can be gruesome.
Gruesome.
Anyway, enough of that.
Nice word.
Let's get started.
Are all of these ingredients here? Dumb question.
Oh, definitely. Mother would have plenty of those materials in her laboratory. You just need to find them.
Troll skull. Dragon bone. Finely ground bone meal. Those apparently are not the soul gem fragments we're looking for. Ah, here they are, I bet. Yes. So, we need to find another one of those containers. I bet you, since we found 2 of those containers. Look at all up, there's one right there.
Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood.
Oh, wait a minute. There is something I need to do.
I'll be here. Don't take too long now.
Right. I've got a problem. I've got this. I forgot about that, but I need to take care of that. go. All better. Actually, I have an amulet of Arche. Don't I? Right there. And Kinnereth. Both on me. Orichalcum, silver, and iron. Like I don't have Castle Volkihar balcony. Okay,
Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Okay, here goes.
Okay.
My ancestors. Created a portal to Soul. Incredible. Incredible. Simply incredible. I'm ready when you are.
Okay, let's go. Okay, that's not working.
Are you alright? That looked painful.
It was. What happened?
Now that I think about it, I should have expected that. Sorry. It's hard to describe. The soul cairn is... well, hungry, for lack of a better word. It's trying to take your life essence as payment.
Ooh, so there's no way to get in, then?
There might be, but I don't think you're going to like it.
Uh-oh.
Vampires aren't counted among the living. I could probably go through there without a problem.
Are you saying that I need to become a vampire?
Not your first choice, I'd guess?
I'm hoping that there's another way.
Maybe. We could just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul. Yours.
I'd rather keep my soul.
My mother taught me a trick or two. I could partially soul trap you and offer that gem to the ideal masters. It might be enough to satisfy them. It would make you a bit weaker when we travel through the soul cairn, but we might be able to fix that once we're inside. Maybe.
You might be able to, maybe. Uh-huh. Okay. Those are my only options.
I'm sorry. I wish I knew a better way, something that would be easier for you. Just know that whatever path you choose, I won't think any less of you. Sometimes things just have to be done. I know that better than anybody. Have you made up your mind?
Soul trap me.
Are you sure? I'm willing to do it, but you need to think it through. You'll remain mortal, but you'll find yourself weakened within the soul cairn.
I'm ready.
I know this is difficult for you. I hope you trust me. I'd never do anything that could hurt you.
I trust you completely.
Thank you. Let's not waste any more time then. I promise to make this as painless as possible. Hold still.
Okay, here we go.
I feel terrible for the dead who end up here for eternity. Seems awful, like they're still suffering. This is all wrong.
You must help me find my Arvak. He doesn't deserve to be in a place like this.
Who is Arvak?
Arvak, my horse. We came to this horrible place together. We were attacked by monsters, so I told him to run. Please, he's such a loyal creature, and he's been running for so long. You have to save him. A place like this will change you.
How can I help him?
Arvak? Arvak! Where are you? Arvak, please come back! Come back!
How can I help him? Find Arvak's skull in the soul cairn. Okay, well, I'll try to do that before I leave. Actually, I will. That's an important thing to do. Believe it or not. It's a little thing, but it'll actually turn out to be quite important. We'll discuss it later. We'll try to stay on track right now. We're headed to Valerica. This place is just creepy.
Where'd you come from?
I have a tremendous amount of trouble staying oriented in this place. Physically, geographically oriented is what I mean.
Mother? Mother!
Can't be. Serana?
Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, What are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to stop him. To make everything right.
Wait a minute. You brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you. So how has it come to pass that a vampire hunter is in the company of my daughter? It pains me to think you'd travel with Serana under the guise of her protector in an effort to hunt me down.
This is no ruse. I want to keep her safe.
Coming from one who murders vampires as a trade, I find it hard to believe your intentions are noble. Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you.
That's why I'm here, for the Elder Scroll.
You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself.
Well, Mrs. Serana's mom, what do you mean?
When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Ariel and his arcane weapon, Ariel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon.
How does Serana fit in?
Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor. It's what some call the domain of Molig Bal. His place in oblivion.
The tyranny of the sun requires Serana's blood.
Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible.
Are you saying Harkon means to kill her?
If Harkon obtained Ariel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires.
I would never allow that to happen.
And how exactly do you plan on stopping him?
I'll kill Harkon.
If you believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I originally suspected. Don't you think I weighed that option before I enacted my plans?
And Serana's opinion in this?
You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. Whether or not you've become one of us in order to survive the Soul Cairn, you're still a vampire hunter at heart. You're here because we're abominations in your mind. Evil creatures that need to be destroyed.
Serana believes in me. Why won't you?
Serana, the stranger, aligns herself with those that would hunt you down and slay you like an animal. Yet I should entrust you to her.
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known her than you've done in centuries.
How dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
If you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn for you two. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him, before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me. But for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can.
Do you have the Elder Scroll with you?
Yes. I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins.
Well then, what do we need to do?
You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled here. Destroy the keepers that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier down.
We'll return soon.
One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming the cairn. Be wary of him. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the Keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat. Be careful, and keep my daughters safe.
Okay.
Let's kill those keeper things and get back to the prison.
Okay. Let's do something first, because it's simple and should be short, I think. Let's see.
I can't believe we found my mother alive. Well, he's there.
Arvak! You saved him! His soul is free, I can feel it! He's such a loyal beast. Here, I'll I'll teach you how to call him to you. He'll help you get around this wretched place. But I'm sure he'd be much happier someplace sunnier. Goodbye, hero. Take good care of Arvac for me. Such a good horse.
Okay, now... Yes, there it is. Summon Arvac in the Soul Cairn or Tamriel Wilderness to act as your steed. Alright, so... that means I have a horse that I can... It's a magical conjured horse that will come when conjured.
Where'd you come from?
Oh, I think I hit.
That'll teach you.
She is good.
Who's there? I knew I heard something. Oh, rats. I accidentally stepped back in that transport device, which means I have to go back up here, transport back down. Well, that was... Okay. Right, so don't do that again. All right. All right. So we have to go find 2 of 3 now. That was 1 Boneyard Keeper. Let's go get the second one. I just find this place impressive.
terribly spooky to me. They've got everything working together. They've got the colors, the sound effects. All right, here come the spectral everything. I don't know if I've said this, but if you lose a follower or a companion, it's not to worry. You haven't truly lost them. All you ever have to do is go through a door or a portal or, you know, some device such as a door, and they'll immediately join you on the other side of the door. Regardless of how far apart you may be, it matters not how far apart you've become. Just pass through a door. Now, a real door, a door that involves well, I guess a wait screen is what it amounts to. I don't know what one of these is. I think it's got something to do with the soul. Of course, I suppose the whole soul business is something of a mystery anyway, right? Depends on what brand of, oh my, what word should we use so we don't offend anyone? Theology? How about that? Is that a neutral enough word? What theology you adhere to? As to what you actually believe about the soul. Hollywood has pretty much, I think, screwed over the American public about the soul. I don't think the public has their heads screwed on straight anymore. Not suggesting that I do and they don't. Okay, I think it's time to pause. We'll come back here